Hello, welcome to another video on the AutoFlex Connect. This is Daniel, and I'm going to be showing you the different parts of the AutoFlex Connect 2 Mini. So, first I'm going to start off with the back of the display here. And so you can see up in the top right-hand corner here, I have the communication controller. It has this Connect label on it, and that is in charge of the communications between the modules on the backboard and the single board computer. For this board, during normal operation, you will see that L1 LED blinking about a second on and then a second off, and the L2 LED will just be off, as you can see. Moving on, below it, we have the battery backup / power supply board, this one with a fan on it. And on here, we've got this L6 LED up here, a red LED, that should be on whenever this the control is on. And then as well here, this L7 LED, a red LED, should also be on. Then we've got the L3 LED, that's a blue LED because my battery is fully charged. If it wasn't fully charged, then L4 would be on, and that would be a red LED. Next up, underneath this board, we have the single board computer. So this is the computer, the brains that run the control. So plugged in here, we've got the OS USB underneath right there. It's got a yellow label on it. It says do not remove. And we also have our second USB, the Samsung one, that is the Phason USB. And then finally, we have this USB cord plugged in, and that is the touch controller from the touch screen. So that handles you touching the screen and making sure that it knows when you're touching the screen. Then finally, we have our HDMI cable that runs from the single board computer all the way up to this final board, which is the display driver board. So basically, what it does is the signal, the single board computer outputs a video signal. It goes through the HDMI cable into the display driver board, and then through these cables here to the display itself, and then that's how you get your picture on the display. So that pretty much does it for the front board here. One other thing, we've got this jack here on our communication controller, and that is where you will plug in if you have an expansion box. Looking at the backboard here, we've got a ribbon cable going to the backboard, and then we've got our power switch on the backboard. We've got our power supply on the backboard. This switches from AC on the left-hand side to 12-volt DC output on the right-hand side. Below that, we've got a 12-volt terminal. This can be useful if you're needing to do some troubleshooting. You can measure there to make sure that you've actually got the 12 volts DC that you should have. As well, here we have a jack. Because this is a control, we're not going to plug anything into it. We only use that on the expansion boxes. So that's why I got a label on top of it. And then finally, I will get in tight here. You can see L3 and L2, and these are flashing, and that tells us that our modules are communicating with the computer on the front. So that is a quick overview of the parts of an AutoFlex Connect 2 Mini. See you guys next time.